Leo had no idea where his father could be, but in his heart he knew his father was still alive. After his father's disappearance, Leo had gone through the day with strength and courage, arriving at the bookbinding guild at sunrise, ready to work. By sunset, however, he had no strength left. On the way back to his home, two realizations came that scared him so much they halted his steps. One was that he might never see his father again. But that did not scare him as much as the other. His small abode, where he had lived all 10 years of his life with his brother, might not be their home any longer. Their neighbour Reigen worked beside Leo at the bookbinding guild. Leo had not seen courage in her eyes that day, only a sadness that seemed so strong that Leo worried he would never see Reigen smile again. She had watched her mother die last night, when the soldiers came. It had been a terrible, bloody death. She would stay with Leo and his older brother from now on. The three of them would have to take care of one another. Andar was home when Leo and Reigen arrived. Leo hugged his brother, clinging to Andar as Leo's legs threatened to collapse. "It's all right," Andar soothed. "You made it through the hardest day." That was true. They just had to prepare supper, then they could finally rest and put this day behind them. The three of them combined what they had acquired from the market, making a stew that didn't taste very good. No one complained, however. They had purchased only what they'd deemed to be sold at a good price, except for Andar, who had stolen a large potato from someone who didn't need it as much as the three of them did. It was mostly a quiet meal until the door to their home banged open and a soldier stumbled into the kitchen. Leo had recently learned what he could about the king's army. A soldier's rank was always obvious upon first gaze from what he wore. The fancier the uniform or armour, the higher the rank. This man's uniform was in the simple style of all the low-ranking footmen, with no buttons or stars, only the sigil of the king sewn into its front. Leo had already grown to hate that sigil, especially because the design itself was beautiful. It was complicated, reminding Leo of a diamond. The scene it seemed to depict was a cloaked figure with an oversized crown above his head. A shield representing the army outlined the figure. It seemed to say that the crown and army were designed to protect him. But this cloaked figure no longer resembled the common man to Leo, not after soldiers had come and destroyed much of the city without showing a hint of regard for the people's lives they'd ruined. The cloaked figure could only be the king now. He and his royal family were the only ones protected.